All right, what's going on, people? Okay, okay. It's your boy, right, and all of that. But this is actually not podcast episode 11. This is a disclaimer, man. Um, so I just want to make a quick disclaimer, real quick, right? On Brandon Chung Podcast episode 11, right? I think I made up my mind on what my channel wants to be, what I want my channel to be. And I'll get to the celebrity worship culture in a second, but I really want to make this a soccer card channel, at least for the short term for Brandon Chung. I'm really into soccer cards. I love it. I said, why not just talk about it? And I can throw in all my little magic and all my little things in there. So, and maybe one more sports card channel for like basketball card and all of those, maybe, but I don't know. And then here's another thing I want to mention before I get into this. I recorded this episode on August 16th, 2020, right? So I just putting that out there, right? And World Cup Prizm prices dropped a lot since I recorded the video. There was a really good market correction actually, because I was talking about an Eden Hazard versus Paul Pogba comparison, and now I think Hazard's like $20-ish and Pogba's like $30-ish. So that's a lot better than before, right? And so, all right. So, I say some people's names throughout the podcast. I say, personal. No, I don't. I like personal finance. I like him a lot. I might do his show on Monday, depending on how this episode goes on, I guess. But no, because he asked me for my email and everything, and I'm really excited for that show. But if he doesn't want to do it after watching this, I understand. No, but I would love to be on Dustin's show. We just chat about soccer cards and football cards and all that. Like, that's so lit. If I say your name on my channel, I'm comfortable with you. If I say Card Hour, if I say Hobby Box or something like that, I feel comfortable with saying your name. And definitely like Les Alex. It's one of my guys, and like Flipping Steve and all of that. By the way, that live stream 2 nights ago or 3 nights ago, whatever it is, was fire, bro. Flipping Steve knows his stuff, by the way. Like no joke. Les Alex is just controlling the whole situation, and I can throw in my tactical thing on soccer cards. I think that's a good combination. And what else? So, I say something around the 49th minute from the intro to the podcast end. So when you see this, it might be like a 56-minute or something. So I say something about I can tell the hobby box like what to do in terms of manipulation. I don't think the hobby box or any of those guys would fall for my tricks easily. At least the guys that I mention, because they've seen my videos and they know how I am. The guys who don't watch me, I think that's who I could actually manipulate. So I got that point wrong. I get stuff wrong, guys. I get a lot of stuff wrong sometimes. But this episode was low-key facts. Okay. Did you know? So I talk about celebrity worship culture, how it's extremely dangerous and how people can easily manipulate the sports card prices and things like this. And I was even talking to this like with my dad, and he said, well, it's not like a problem. So, and I am no, what do you call it, exception to this either. I can do this as well. So I've got to hold responsibility just as well as everybody else. You know what I mean? I can recommend soccer cards, but I got to be very careful. You know what I mean? And what else do I want to go over? I talk about sports card investor a lot in this episode. I will have to make I did watch those episodes back again. So I watched those episodes like 4 times each now. His soccer card episodes. His first soccer card investing episode with Austin Brown, and they were talking about 2014 World Cup Prizm. I thought that episode was a whole lot better now that I watch it. I didn't remember, but it was really good. I still think the second episode they did like 3 months ago, where they mentioned the 2016 Euro Prizm, I still think that is like not the best episode. And so I talk about that more in the actual podcast episode. And I say Jeff and Austin are not like vipers. I don't think they are, but who knows? Kelly's not a viper either, okay? Kelly was in the interview. So she's not a viper either. And then Zlatan, I mentioned something about Leeds United. Zlatan re-signed with AC Milan for another year, okay? So disregard that. Love Brad and love all those guys too. I love Alex and all those guys. Especially, specifically, Alex and Brad, because they really helped me start my YouTube channel and they've helped me with a bunch of YouTube stuff. So I like really appreciate that. You know, I was a little bit emotional and crazy thinking when I made that podcast episode that you're about to see. Because that's kind of a similar time period where I was like, had anxiety building up in my body and stuff like that. So, you know, I didn't really take deep breaths. I wasn't thinking the most clearly. But no, really, I rewatched this episode podcast 11 that I'm about to show you like 3 times or 4 times. And it's low-key facts. So, you know what I mean? It's low-key like, it's a proper episode. It's, you know what I mean? It is a very risky episode, but I think it actually brings value, tremendous value. You know what I mean? And I'm not joking. I'm willing to put my sports card career, whatever, soccer card career on the line for the benefit of giving major value to somebody. Because I think that will work out for me in the long term. I'll take a bunch of temporary short-term hits, but I am a long-term guy when it comes to YouTube. Hey, and if this doesn't work out, I'll just do soccer in general, basketball in general, mainly soccer. You know what I mean? And so, anything else I want to talk about? I'm going to go over it really quick. Yeah, I'm not a perfect guy. Obviously, you guys know me. My real ones, you guys know I'm not like a perfect guy. Okay, I think I've explained everything pretty well. If anybody has questions about the podcast, like any questions, comments, concerns, you can leave it in the comments. You can DM me at the Brandon Chung, preferably on Instagram or TikTok too, but preferably Instagram. Just because I like the platform better right now. So if you have any questions, if any influencers, if you have any questions, just let me know. And if I need to clarify or explain myself better, I can do that. And I've been feeling a lot more mentally healthy. I've been getting balance. I've been getting that family and friend time. And before I was working 7 days a week. So I was going off. I was very emotional. But I am emotional at the extent, you know, to help my subscribers and people. Because I realize you guys are actual 9-to-5 people, middle-aged men, all of this. And you guys need proper help, proper understanding on what the soccer card market actually is. Anyway, please, and there's timestamps. You can skip through whatever you want. If you want to skip to the celebrity worship culture part, the timestamps in here. Please enjoy podcast, Brandon Chung Podcast, episode 11. Okay. All right. Okay. It's your boy Brandon Chung, man, and I'm back at it again, man. I'm back at it yet again, man. All right. Okay. If you're new to this little video podcasting out here, my name is Brandon Chung. I am a soccer card investor, YouTuber. I am sports card YouTuber. I have a 5-digit sports card portfolio, probably. I've invested 4 to 5 digits in sports cards. And we just like to talk about life and positivity and everything right here. So first of all, right, I want to thank you guys so much for subscribing and everything like that and leaving these excellent comments out here, man. I really do appreciate you. And don't do that whole celebrity worship culture game, which is what I'll talk about in a minute. But just only if you really find value, like just tell me you found value, things like this. Because I'd rather have truth than rather have, oh, thank you. You know what I mean? Only if you really mean it. But thank you so much, guys, for deciding to watch this. Or I have timestamps so you can click wherever you like. By the way, that's why I have timestamps. Don't feel upset if you can't watch my whole video. Then don't do it, you know, because you guys' time are so valuable for my time. So thank you so much for watching. Like, if you want to skip to the 18th minute or 27th minute, just do it, guys. So here's what I'm going to talk about today. Right now, I'm going to talk about, I don't know. Let's see. I have a lot of topics here. Yeah, I literally just recorded episode 10. So if you guys are coming from there, good idea. That's a good idea, man. Gratitude. I have questions for you people. I have questions, my guys. We'll talk about soccer cards. I have some soccer card observation I want to talk about. I think that's honestly all I can talk about. Besides that, it could be too long. Okay. All right. Let's address something first. My YouTube channel. Let's just talk about it real quick. Should I do it at the beginning or the end? Nah, screw it. I'm already here. Okay. My YouTube channel is Brandon Chung. I have the Brandon Chung Podcast. I can easily do 3 or 4 podcasts, right, every single week, and that's just easy, bro. I literally record 2 episodes back to back. So, but I don't only want to make podcasts too. Although I love doing it, I love giving you guys value. I like to do mail day sports card videos and talk about just various sports cards ideas and just reaction videos. I'm looking at my schedule. My apologies. This is what I'm doing right now. There's a few ideas I really like in here. I just want to make a separate video. So that's where I'm at right now as a YouTuber. So here's the thing. Right, I'm trying to get water right now. So I can easily upload at least 6 to 8 videos a week. And here's the thing. I kind of don't want to. I feel like that would overfill my channel. I'm going to do it for a while and just test the waters and try out everything. But if you guys have any input throughout the process, right, please let me know. Like, oh, I don't know about everybody else, but I think you should make a separate podcast channel. So here's where I'm at. Should I make a separate channel just for the podcast, Brandon Chung Podcast? Because I could upload 3 or 4 times a week. I could. And then my regular channel, it would be like mail days and reaction videos and other stuff I want to try. You know what I mean? And that way on my podcast, I can talk more about like God and life and all of this. But mainly sports cards. But you know what I mean? Because I'm looking at my videos. Because I want to get videos out there. It's not just a thing. Like, I want to make my FIFA video game video. Sounds weird. I want to get my reasons why the MLS can grow video and things like this. You know, but I don't want to upload 10 or 15 times a week. Holy crap, that would be ridiculous. That's why I'm considering making a second channel. So, that's what I'm thinking. You guys let me know what you think. I'm gonna let this one channel ride out for a while, but eventually, I think it should be time where I make it just a separate channel just for the Brandon Chung Podcast. I might be running 3 channels and Brandon Chung Finance too. Jeez, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think on that. So now that's out the way, right? Because I really wanted to address that real quick. You know, and I'm in a special situation. I live at home. This is basically my full-time thing. I just buy and sell sports cards and I sell off stocks. I don't really buy stocks right now. And I can just do this full time and then I can just keep giving you guys value. So, right. Yeah, here's what I want to talk about. So, what I was originally planning is, you know, it's like episode 11, right? So I was talking about a player whose number is 11. And before it was Neymar, not currently. So I'm just going to talk about Neymar at Barcelona. He was absolutely incredible. And I still think he is a missing piece to Barcelona because Griezmann is a natural born striker. He is just not properly fit to play left wing, especially not like Neymar was. Because Neymar offered offensive creativity. His technical ability allowed him to cross over all these defenders, attract attention on him, but Messi was open on the right wing, and then Suarez scores at least 20 goals a year. So that's a very dangerous attack. Should Neymar come back to Barcelona? I don't even think it'll happen. But no, you know, it's difficult for someone to reunite with other players. I think. Sorry. You can skip this part. No. You know, Neymar is a very interesting player at PSG. Do I really think PSG is this good? No, I don't. I don't think they're even close to Real Madrid or Barcelona's level in terms of depth, in terms of In terms of the midfield and the defense, I don't think PSG is close to a lot of these other major clubs. Like Bayern Munich has a rather incredible defense, and Alphonso Davies is an extremely excellent left back, extremely fast. Right. Lucas Hernandez is pretty solid as well. Sole, or what do you call it? Nicolas Sole, very strong, very nice center back, and then Alaba is one of the leaders, one of the main guys in my opinion. So there we go. I talked about Neymar. I think he is excellent. Okay, let's talk about 2014 World Cup Prizm then. At this current moment of time, Neymar is $200. I think that's, in a general grand scheme of things, if you're paying $200 for, a valuable Neymar card, that's not the worst thing I've ever heard of. I'm not gonna buy him at that price, but you can. You watching this, if you're like a 35-year-old male, 40-year-old male, you might be making $120,000 to $250,000 a year. At that point, I would say, Neymar card is really not that bad. But here is my sports card observation. Let's stick to 2014 World Cup Prizm. Firstly, let me get the macro out the way. My apologies. Let me get the macro part of it out the way. Why have 2014 World Cup Prizm shot up in price at a ridiculous level? I just talked about this last episode, but let me go more in depth. So first of all, people are viewing it as an iconic set. People are viewing it as a first year, so technically everything's a rookie card. So when you talk about rookie Neymar, rookie Messi, of course people are going to have a high price point for it. Who knows later if we'll just all of a sudden stop believing the first year set trend. Okay. In my opinion, the soccer card hobby is now an industry, and the soccer card industry is totally Americanized. I believe there is anywhere from 40 to 75% Americans investing in the soccer card. Or my bad, let me say it like this. 40 to 75% of Americans representing the overall soccer card market capitalization. Meaning, if there's like $50 billion in soccer cards, I'm just throwing a random number, then I feel like 35 billion is for American people. I mean, just look at one person, Gary Vee. He's probably invested millions of dollars in soccer cards. So how many investment groups like Gary Vee is there out there? There's quite a bit investing in soccer cards because people are going to hop on trends that go up massively in price, right? And here's the other speculative thing. So something just 100x. Thomas Muller just 100x'd. So this card's hot. This card's hot. Now everybody's thinking, oh, that's a time to get into it. But in reality, that is partially a time to get out. Assuming the price stays the same, right? But who knows if Thomas Muller World Cup Prizm or any of these guys will exceed $100 or $250 or $500 even. I don't know. I have no idea, right? So I think the American soccer card industry is very Americanized. That's why people are not really buying stickers as much. Once Americans gravitate for stickers, it's game over. It won't be cheap anymore. There won't be soccer stickers available in your stores. It'll be all gone, right? It'll just go up super expensively as well. But we just trust in cards. We just view stickers as maybe not as high of a quality. I don't really know why. Americans will do what they do, and we just can't stop that, right? Americans will follow consumerism, will get in credit card debt, will throw trillions of dollars just for a desperation act. So what do I mean by this? So what did I write down? I wrote down desperation and low supply 2014 World Cup Prizm. That's literally what I wrote down. So 40 million Americans just lose their jobs, and they are sports fans. And they hear, oh, Muller just 100x and this card just 25x. Well, all of a sudden, they want those numbers. They want those results and those investment returns. So they are going to hop in this industry. Of course they are. Like, people just listen to other people without even asking why or what or how, right? You're letting these vipers indoctrinate. Watch out for vipers. Don't let them indoctrinate. That is probably the best sports card line of 2020. I guarantee y'all. Okay. So what? So why have these unemployed people invest in the sports cards? Well, they need the money, obviously. They need to feed their families. They need to pay off rent in their house. Because the last time I checked, real estate is illiquid, meaning it's not liquid, meaning it's not easy to sell off at all. This is why I like the stock market because I can easily buy and sell. It's way easier than sports cars. But nonetheless, real estate, it takes even at least 6 months to 3 years, and anybody telling you it's easy to sell off a house in this current market is completely out of their mind. I just want to let you know that I don't have a certification in any real estate, but I have common sense. So, all right. So that's desperation. Okay, one more thing I want to represent. Unemployed persons now have to pay their bills with the remaining savings funds, with the remaining money they have. But in all reality, and I want to look up this number. Now. Right? So, I've actually recorded this episode through my webcam just because I like the sunlight. Yeah, so the video quality is going to be lower. My bad, guys. I just got a comment from Seb from last episode. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. He recommended me a good video, and I'm going to watch it later. But nonetheless, what do I want to search up? Average person savings accounts.
Analysis of Federal Reserve data puts savings account balance among Americans at $5,200. Average, however, $1,700.
Okay. So screw the average. $33,000. $33,000, just forget that number because you're talking about people who have millions and billions of dollars in savings accounts and other people who have less than 1,000, and it just adds up to 33,000. So a lot of people have about 5,000, according to the Motley Fool, which I sort of don't trust. How about the NBC? And then the NBC says a typical American household has around $8,600 in their savings accounts. Okay. Excuse me. So the demographic of my audience is anywhere, you're probably 25 to 45 years old. All right. Savings account for couples. That means two people. Couples ages 34 and younger with children. Your average savings account or your median is $3,600. $3,600. Bro, that cannot even cover your expenses for 1 month. So a lot of people don't have good savings accounts. Trust me, I got a point to this. 35 to 44. Now you're looking at a $10,000 savings account. That's all handy dandy, but $10,000 is gonna last you 2 months maximum, right? Because these people probably have large houses and too many rooms and not enough children for the rooms, and the children want to eat Chipotle and Chick-fil-A all day, and that's just runs expensive, right? And then your electricity bill goes up and things of this nature, right? So how many people have under $1,000 in their savings accounts? Okay, according to Yahoo, I like Yahoo the best. It's probably the most reliable source. The title of the article is 58% of Americans have less than $1,000 in savings. Survey finds. All right. I'm going to do this ghetto style. 58% of Americans have less than $1,000 in savings. Survey finds. If you don't believe me, search up Yahoo Finance and that title and you'll see it. Yeah, and this was made in May 15th, 2019. Dog. 58% of Americans. Okay, I'm sorry I'm going off right here, but I might have to make a third episode, bro. Like, what if 58% of people watching this video don't have even $1,000 in savings and they rely on one income, their 9-to-5 job, and then they get laid off and they have additional credit card debt and college loan debt they have to pay, call it $25,000. And now you went from $40,000 to zero. Now you're making no income. So people, of course, are going to want to get into sports cards, and they will get into credit card debt for it. They will listen to these vipers and these snakes on the lakes, and they will spend thousands of dollars on credit cards for these courses because the course people recommend you use credit cards for some reason, which is absolutely retarded, right? People don't care about you sometimes. I want to be positive in all this, but that's just the reality. That's the truth of things. I'm sorry I address sports card courses in every single episode, but I'm telling you guys it's coming, right? So that's a real problem. I would estimate approximately, it's a large range, probably 10 to 35 million American people are experiencing a problem somewhat similar to the hypothetical scenario I just relayed to you guys, right? So anyway, that's what I'm talking. That's why people are joining the soccer card market. That's why these prices are going crazy. But another reason is the low supply. You guys saw Seb in that last video. Someone told me there was 100,000 sets only in the 2014 World Cup Prizm, which is low in comparison to the entire market. So Panini Prizm, like with your Zions and your Lucas and all that, those have millions of print runs, million set prints runs. I would approximate probably 2 million, something like that. So you're telling me this World Cup Prizm and this Panini Prizm, they have an equally similar demand, even if it's half. Let's just call it equally similar. So 2 million versus 100,000, that's a 20x difference. So the demand can literally be 20 times less for 2014 World Cup Prizm than the Prizm basketball to equate each other on the supply and demand curve. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know if you guys understand that or not. Please let me know. But so therefore, what I'm saying is, a lot of American people have heard Luka Modric and all these guys, but let's talk about Luka. So he's probably $30 now. Why has he shot up from just like $5 to $30? Because I believe the demand is similar to basketball Prizm, and a lot of American people are going after this just because they probably heard from a YouTube video, or they probably watched my video and picked up some Modric's, which is okay. It's an okay deal. It's a blue chip, but all right. So there could be a 20x less of these versus Luka Doncic. But is there a 20x demand for Luka Doncic and Modric? Yes, maybe so. But here's the thing. 9 to 5 people, they're just trying to make money. They're listening to these other people and these other snakes on a lake, and I can't change that game, right? They don't care who Luka Doncic is. They're not people investing in cards a lot of times are not fans of what they buy. They just invest in it. People are not investing in Tesla because, well, yes, they are. Okay, let me use another example. Chase Bank or Berkshire Hathaway, right? You're not really a huge fan of them, but you invest in them because they're blue chip, ultra cap, extremely safe companies, right? So Sports Card Investor made a video like, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna search it up right now. Can I do this? Give me a second, guys. I'm setting up right here. Right. Just give me 1 second. I'm setting up. Oh. By the way, guys, this is what I do. I record on OBS for the microphone purposes. All right, let me search up Sports Card. His most recent video called is it something to do with overprinting? I forgot what the video was called. By the way, I'm impressed with Sports Card Investor. He built up an empire, man. He's got like 10 people working for him. It's absolutely impressive. So will overprinting kill sports card investing? Of course it will. But so here's what he explains. Yeah. There's no audio output source, so you guys shouldn't be able to hear this. But if you do, I'm not really trying to do that. My bad. Or see, there we go. So he shows stuff like this, right? But then, excellent video, by the way. I will say that. And Zion Williamson, he's talking about how there's a lot of demand. Okay, here's the thing. But he's referencing PSA 10 cards. But I put a comment on this video right here. But I think Jeff is an awesome guy, but look, he was some reason he was only referencing PSA 10, so he's like, so the PSA 10 reports like 10,000 for Zion. He's like, there's way more than 10,000 fans, Zion Williamson fans, and I agreed with him. You guys can read that comment. I put the same example for Jason Tatum, but here's the alternative perspective to this certain situation. Is that what's a word? I can't even think of the word. Look, Zion Williamson cost $600. You know, casual fans are not going to be able to afford a $600 card, a very low percentage, and it still could be way higher than the PSA 10 print and run. But I think a lot more people will gravitate towards raw cards just because simply it's cheaper, and even then it's so expensive. So I think once you get to the $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 price points, it's going to put a lot of people out the game. You're going to attract these 9-to-5 peoples, and you're going to take kids out the game, right? So that's just how I feel about his video. I believe overprinting is a problem. That's why these cards have went up just ridiculously, because they're not printed nearly as much as those Zion cards. Therefore, Zion, Luka, and all these guys have less growth opportunity. And card manipulation allows the price to heavily increase, let alone hype and all these other things too. So anyway, that's how I think about this video. I felt like that was a very good point to put out there. Sorry, I'm saying a lot of words in 1 minute, but hey, that's just how it is sometimes. So, hold on, how do I undo this? Oh my goodness, Brandon, what you doing? Oh my goodness. Should I cut this part out? Nah. We back. Wait, what? Hold on, why is it like that? Hold on, we're not back. Alright. Why is it looking weird or something? Hold on, it's looking like weird or something. Alright. Finally, we're back. Oh my goodness. After a long time. So I'll talk some more, man. So we got the 2014 World Cup Prizm out the way. That's why, in my opinion, it's 35x. And that kind of tied into the sports card investors print runs. Even I was selling Lonzo Ball and Joel Embiid simultaneously. Like, I put them up at the same time just to compare things. And I can show you my eBay sales. I'll do that in a future video. Or it might be out. I don't know. No, it won't, because I'm trying to do monthly sales, right? So it should be out early September-ish or mid-September. But anyway, I was trying to sell these Lonzo Ball and Joel Embiid, and they had pretty equal demand. But Joel Embiid went from 285 to 350 to 400 because his supply was a lot lower back in 2014. Lonzo's, it was like 150, 175, 200. See what I'm saying? So I made $100 or $200. No, not too much. $105 more, but I only made like $40 more with Lonzo. You know what I mean? So just take that into account when you're investing, man. I think supply advantage is pretty important in the game today. So let's talk Pogba versus Eden Hazard. 2014 World Cup Prizm. You see what I'm saying? So, all right, let me look on eBay what their prices are. The last time I checked, Pogba was $150 and Eden Hazard was like $40. So I got a problem with that. And I have both of those dudes' cards, like multiples of both those dudes' cards. So if this video drives up the price, my apology. Okay. And will I sell if the price ever so increases to a particular point? Very possibly I could. Very, very possibly. Here's the thing. You can go on eBay. Let me see. Make sure I'm getting this right. You can go on eBay and buy a Hazard right now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. For $40. Oh, there you go. You can see it better. For $40, you can buy Eden Hazard. Okay? So just keep that number in mind. $40. And Paul Pogba, right? Oh, his price came down. No wonder. Hype. I mean, his price. I mean, that's what it is. I think he went to 150 because his price is hyped. A lot of people decided to sell him off at 150 because they saw Hazard's price, and now Pogba's price went down. So I think it's equal. It's getting more equal. Okay, you can buy Paul Pogba at $100. So essentially, can you guys see that? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Good grief. $99 for Pogba. Okay. You can see it. So, okay, yeah. $99 for Paul Pogba. You feel me? Feel me, guys? You feel me? Right? Okay. So, essentially, right now, Eden Hazard is 40% of Paul Pogba's price, and I just think that's absolutely ridiculous. I think their price, I think Hazard should be always worth a little bit more than Paul Pogba. Here's why. First, Paul Pogba is an incredible player, obviously. He's a highly skilled player. He won the 2014 or 2018 World Cup. So, sorry, I'm talking a lot. That's very impressive in my opinion. But the ultimate reality is Paul Pogba is a holding CDM, or he is a central defensive midfielder. He is essentially playing a mainly defensive position. Yet he goes for 60%, or he goes for a lot more than what Hazard does. Hazard is the world-class attacking player, left winger at Real Madrid. Real Madrid and Manchester United are equal in terms of business, in terms of profits and things like this. Or no, in terms of market capitalization. Sorry about that. So, and Hazard has not played well at Real Madrid. I understand this fact. He's only scored one goal, but in my opinion, goals and assists don't tell the whole story for everything. That's the problem with the American soccer card investors. You're going to look at how many goals Kane and Suarez scored, and you're just going to buy the players up. And I think this is why midfielders are probably on the lower level in terms of price, most of them, because you don't really see the effectiveness of their play, for example, in N'Golo Kante. But nonetheless, we're talking about Hazard, so let's do that. I think Hazard requires a lot of attraction. At least two defenders. At least if he's playing left wing, Eden Hazard's going to attract your right back, and probably if you're playing like for example, a 4-2-3-1 formation, you're going to have your central defensive midfielder and right back paying attention to Eden Hazard. So you have two or three defenders being attracted to Hazard. Therefore, you're leaving Benzema, pretty open. Not very open, but Benzema is very smart. He's going to get his space. He's got decent finishing ability. Not decent. He's got really good. But so I think Hazard helps Benzema gets goals among other players. I think Hazard is really effective, and Zinedine Zidane hasn't said anything bad about him. Zinedine Zidane's cool with it. He's against Gareth Bale though, but nonetheless, I think Eden Hazard is still an effective player for Real Madrid, let alone all his incredible success at Chelsea. And he's an attacking player, an exciting player with nice technical ability. I personally think I don't know if I should say this, but I think his technicalities are somewhat better than Mbappe at this current moment of time. But I think Mbappe is better because of Mbappe's superior athleticism. So anyway, that's my whole point. Because Pogba and Eden Hazard, that's the same card that has the same amount of print runs. So, of course, when you factor in popularity and things like this, okay, we can get different numbers. By the way, for my last episode, episode 10, I did not talk about Lionel Messi. He is the GOAT. Just look, 6 MVPs, Ballon d'Ors, 13 times he made an All-Pro team, the World 11, which is ridiculous to do. He is extremely consistent. He scored 700 total goals in his career. He played excellent in the 2014 World Cup, not as much in the 2018 World Cup. So if you guys want some information, there it is. Soccer Reference or Football Reference is a very good website. Let's do this though. Let's talk like this. Oh wait, hold on. I'm not even connected. I showed you guys all of that and I'm not even connected. All right. Well, let me do this again. Lionel Messi is one of the best players. Like I said, 6 Ballon d'Ors, 10-time La Liga champion versus Real Madrid, he won against Real Madrid, which is ridiculous. And he is 13-time player of the year, right? Or 13-time, what do you call it? All-Pro team, World 11. By the way, only 3 attackers make those teams, so it's very impressive how he was able to do that. 6 MVPs. I mean, Messi is just unbelievable. His technicalities, his technical ability, especially the tiki-taka with Xavi and Iniesta was absolutely absurd. Let's search of Pogba. Let's search of Eden Hazard. Here's what's wrong with the American soccer card market because it's American now. Look at Hazard. Look at the accolades. 2-time World 11. He's only 29 years old. I would argue he is in this prime. He just needs to find a better fitting in Real Madrid. He needs to get more touches, you know. This is bad goal contributions. I will admit that. Look, he had another off season for Chelsea right here as well. Nobody talks about that. Interesting. Premier League Player of the Season, 2018 World Cup silver ball. He played incredible in that World Cup. You know what I mean? Hazard is no joke. He's a developed player, blue chip, established resume. Paul Pogba is similar, but look at that. Cut down. He did win his titles, but they were all in the Serie A. And Hazard won 2 Premier League titles and a La Liga title, which is considered more impressive. Paul Pogba made a World 11 one time in 2015, which was a monster year. In Manchester United, he's just recently found his footing after like 3-4 years of being there. Okay. Besides that, what else did he do? He didn't win any Player of the Years or Player of the Season. Hazard was better than everybody in the Premier League at that year. So Pogba is 27. I will say Pogba has 40 million Instagram followers. Eden Hazard has 27 million though. So I don't think the Instagram follower should really affect the price this much. You know. I just don't understand why he costs more than Eden Hazard. My opinion. You guys do your own research. Don't just follow this advice, you know. Have your own opinions. Don't just, you know what I mean? So Pogba is 2 years younger, more popular. Is he more skilled? Arguably. But what else? He's a defensive midfielder. Look at this. He is a defensive midfielder. I'm not joking. Wing midfielder, attacking midfielder. So Hazard has more potential to be exciting on the pitch. He can score more goals or contribute for more assists because he is playing at the opposing third. What that means is basically he's playing 33 yards from the goal a lot of the time, which means he has a great opportunity to score goals or get assists. And, you know, people just watch the highlights, so Hazard can show up in a lot of those. Man, this is just... It's just stuff I'm talking about. This is my thought process, guys. You guys gotta do your own research to the like this, man. Why is Pogba more expensive? Probably because people say, "Oh, Pogba is very cool, exciting player. He's got swag. Let's buy him." I'm being dead serious. So this is it right here, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's just. I don't even know how to explain it, man. Yeah, bro. I just don't know what's going on, man. People really ain't doing their research. Like for real, bro. All these I'm going to address this. All these, you know, people, even high up there influencers have DM'd me and asked me about soccer cards, which I'm very happy to answer for them. So here's the thing. They never ask me why or how or what. So what I think is I could literally tell them any card without question. So So these people with decent followings as well. I'm not gonna say who they are. One of them is Les Alex. You guys know I'm cool with him. And well, we talk about soccer cards. I try to tell these guys they ask me, is this card good? And I tell them the reasonings for and maybe for not for. So I try to give them an objective lens. But Les Alex is cool. He asked me about Dybala optics before and things like that. He's openly said that live on his live stream. So I think it's cool for me to say. I think Les Alex knows me well enough to where, I'm not just gonna say any card is good or things like this. I'm gonna try to have an objective lens, and I think he kind of knows when I'm BSing, but everybody else probably doesn't, right? Because everybody else who asks me questions probably don't watch this podcast, probably don't watch anything, right? So I can literally tell these top influencers anything I want to. Like, I bought a few Hazards. I could literally tell these top YouTubers with like 2,000 subscribers, even higher than that, if I really wanted to. And I can tell them, go buy Hazard. He's under Pogba's price, and which is a fair point. And then what would happen is these influencers will start buying cards and recommending it and getting Hazard in his soccer card spear. And then Hazard's price 3 to 5x's, and then I can sell off the Hazards because of the artificial market and the card manipulation and the quick price jump. Then I can sell the cards and reinvest that money into like a lower end or the mid tier players from the 2014 World Cup Prizm set or anything else I want to, and just do the same thing. I can repeat it on the cycle. Eventually you're gonna get caught. People are very smart. Long-term outlook, it's not good for that. I'm a long-term guy. I'm not an immediate term. So I could do that if I want to. I'm not even joking. But so that's why you guys have to thank me believing in God, because I'm on a good side because of God, man. I'm telling you guys straight up, that's how the thing works. So hopefully I'll be able to go on Combat Card Investor Show and just answer some soccer questions. I don't know when that's going to happen, if it will. What other collaborations am I trying to do? Cards over stocks. We talked. Who else? Personal finance. Dad, he reached out to me and I reached back out to him, and and then the conversation was a standstill. And I don't know what else wanted to collaborate. And then just other people I'm eventually trying to do collaborations with. I'm not just only trying to do collaborations with big people just to grow my channel, although it'd be nice, but I want to interview soccer card people because that would have a really good conversation, and just other people as well, not just I have a specific reason for what I'm doing here. So anyway, that I just gave you an example of how I can manipulate the market myself. I mean, I'm not joking. I can manipulate the sports card market, or the soccer card market at least. So you guys just be careful there. And that's another thing I want to bring up. It's 40 minutes. One more thing. Celebrity worship culture. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to make a third episode. There are like 6 topics I didn't talk about. Give me 1 second. Let me check off stuff I talked about. Check. I didn't talk about that. Guys, have gratitude. Be grateful. This sports card industry, man, we are one of the most thriving industries in the entire American business. So you guys, please be grateful for making money off sports cards. Okay. I addressed that. So I will be more open with my sports card picks. Like I literally just told you, I picked up Hazard. Literally just told you just now. And I picked them up under SRP. I picked one off Beckett and the others off eBay. So, but you guys have your own opinion. And if you guys want to follow me or not, look, I don't want you guys to follow me, but I know people will anyway. Okay. So I just want to let you know that I might manipulate the soccer card market, but if I do, that's too bad. So sad, because I'm not trying to. But if I have an effect like that, man, I still want to be open with some of my picks. Not everything, because oh my goodness. But like that Hazard and Pogba example, I think my thought process there can bring a lot of value to people on how to properly think and research. So I did not go over that yet. I went over that. I didn't go over that. Okay, wow. So 1, 2, 3. I went over that. I went over that. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to make another episode, dude. Okay. Last thing I want to get off my chest before I leave here today is celebrity worship culture, man. What do I mean by this? What do I mean by this? Google? Hey Google, what's up? Celebrity worship culture.
According to celebrity worship syndrome is an obsessive addictive disorder in which a person becomes overly involved with the details of a celebrity's personal and professional life.
Okay, that's what celebrity worship culture is. So basically, people become, not even this extreme, become obsessive or too reliant, that's the other word, too trustworthy in a particular YouTuber or somebody. You know, personal and business and professional and investing picks and things like this. Why is this important in the sports card market? Me, Brandon Chung, I have 250 subscribers. Thank you so much, guys, by the way. That is absolutely incredible. And your feedback is absolutely ridiculous. If you have any questions for future podcasts, please let me know. Okay. But I have 250 subscribers. Okay, let's take a medium example and an extreme example. The Hobby Box has over 3,000 subscribers. PSA Collector, 25 or maybe even 30,000 subscribers at this point. All right. If you guys want me to be serious, I love those guys. I am trying to be objective as possible, but realistically, I've invested more money into soccer cards and stickers than they have. I've done 100, if not thousands of more hours of homework in terms of soccer cards and stickers than they are. They blow me out the water in pretty much every other sport, not soccer. All right. So that's through an objective lens. I'm being serious. I'm not trying to be this guy or that guy. Look, ask them to talk about Harry Kane. Ask them to talk about Eden Hazard. Ask them to tell you why Takefusa Kobu is not relatively close to Messi's level. Ask them to talk about these topics. And they come back to me, right? Ask them why 2014 World Cup Prizm is the hottest set versus everything else. Ask them why stickers are not nearly as popular as soccer card in the current market. Ask them these questions. But you know what though? Celebrity worship culture. Alright, PSA Collector comes out with the video. My top 5 soccer card picks. Would you listen to him? Yeah, probably. Would you ask why? Probably not. You're not going to ask him why. He could just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, give a little vague reasoning for each card and leave. Hobbybox can do the same thing, just on a PSA Collector. It's just, he has a much broader, wider audience. I'm trying to be objective as possible. I love these guys. So, if these guys want to take it personally, that's them. I'm trying to be objective. I'm just trying to make a point about celebrity worship culture and the dangers of it in this current sports card space. All right. So, isn't that bad? You know, you guys just, you know, celebrity worship culture is just absolutely ridiculous, right? I mean, I'm reading an article, celebrity worship culture is crumbling. Oh my goodness. Right? All these Kylie Jenners, all these people like that. This whole simp world where you have these female gamers and these guys just literally get into credit card debt just to pay these gamers, just to talk to them or something. Like, this is celebrity worship culture at its finest. There's many articles about it, guys. This is a real thing. I didn't just make something up. Guys can read about celebrity worship culture. Right? So a lot of people really trust and believe in Matt, you know, PSA Collector. A lot of people trust and believe in Boris. I do too. These guys are truthworthy and they're just going to talk about what they know. But let's just say Hobbybox put out top 3 soccer cards I'm investing in right now. Chances are most people in the audience would get those cards. Then what if I combated to that video and said, Do not buy these cards. It is a huge risk. It's not a safe investment. Well, at the most, maybe 100 or 200 people would listen to me, and about $3,000 to $5,000 or 3,000 to 5,000 people would listen to Boris. But if we're really thinking about it, I'm probably right, because I've done my hundreds and thousands hours of effective research into soccer cards and really grew up playing the sport. I understand the tactics involved in soccer. I've played fullback. I played defender. I played striker at times. I have friends heavily involved in soccer. My friend is playing for minor league soccer. I can ask him questions whenever I want. We can discuss tactics, right? Just don't feel confident Matt or Boris can do that. But it doesn't matter. That's celebrity worship culture. So, therefore, there's a decent chance a lot of those people, $5,000 or 5,000 people, could lose their money. And if you listen to me, you realize I'm trying to be more of a blue chip guy, not investing in too many gambles. There was literally, so you guys get what I'm saying, right? With that example. So if that comes off combative, my apology. That is not my intention. My intention is just to say, watch out for the dangers of celebrity worship culture. I could recommend to Boris, get Eden Hazard 2014 World Cup Prizm. Then he makes a video. You should buy this Eden Hazard soccer card. People do it. You know what I mean? Just people don't even ask why, and that's just retarded. And additionally, I've invested in the stock market for 2 years. I've invested 4 or even 5 digits in the stock market. So I understand that blue chips and margin of safety is extremely important for the investing world, and the sports card industry works similarly. Okay. This is long. Dog, you gotta listen to this, guys. Like, at least this part, just listen to this part, right? About this whole Boris and Jeff, sports card investor, he has major influence. I'm not gonna say, no, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be as objective as possible. This probably is coming off controversial. This is not my intention. I believe in God, I'm trying to just tell it the truthful way for positivity purposes. For entertainment purposes, but mainly positivity. That way you guys know what you're doing and you can invest properly and be happy. Okay? Wow, I'm talking a lot. Hold on. Jeff, he released 2 soccer card videos. One way earlier with Austin Brown, and the second one with Austin Brown and someone else who works for Jeff, I think. I don't even know. But I thought those were very decent episodes. I really liked them. I thought they were decent, right? I'm being serious. I'm not just saying that because, he's a big person. But I will say, in the second video, they got some things just factually incorrect, and that probably put off a lot of people. I've looked at the comment section. So, if you're a real one, you probably agree with me. But let's talk, right? So, the first episode, Jeff asks Austin, what card do you recommend? And then Austin says, 2014 World Cup Prizm. Well, don't you think they probably had those cards? So that's part of the reason why I got into 2014. I looked at it and said, oh, wow, there is a lower print run. There's probably going to be a higher demand because of first set. But what I saw that they didn't see is they saw Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar. I saw Hazard, Pogba, Modric, and all these other guys that I knew, Xavi and Iniesta. And in the second episode, he recommended 2016 European Prizm and specifically talked about Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Cristiano Ronaldo and the fact that Portugal won the Euro 2016, even though Ronaldo did not play in the 2016 final, no cap, right? Renato Sanchez helped them win the game, along with their all-around performance, although Ronaldo did carry them to the finals position, no cap. Go look at the 2016 Euro highlights and you will come back and agree with me. All right. Right? So, don't you think they had those cards? And am I putting my YouTube thing on the line temporarily? Yes, I am, but I'm just trying to tell you the truth straight up. And that's the thing. You got to watch out for the Vipers. Don't let them indoctrinate. I am not saying Jeff is a Viper. I'm not saying Austin Brown is a Viper. I think they try to recommend these cards just to recommend. They always recommend cards. So just be careful with that. When they say something, prices go up. Euro 2016 Prizm, Zlatan. There was no why. He just said that card. Or maybe there was, but it was a vague reasoning. What about the print one? What about the supply? You know, Zlatan, he's been in the World Cup. He's been in other Euro tournaments. He's played incredible for PSG. Why don't you look at any of those other cards or stickers? Why that one specifically, right? I get it's only European Prizm, but if Zlatan moves to Leeds United, he is getting an English Premier League Prizm. That will make it a second Prizm. Even though that's a higher supply, it's still a second Prizm. Man, I'm going like a rocket today because of I was listening to Kanye. He just enlightens my soul. Well, God and the gospel music, right? I might have to make a third episode. I've really not covered every topic. I'm being serious, guys. I'm trying to tell you guys the truth. Oh, you can look at me. I'm a young guy, 22 years old. I've just, recently getting started in this business game. Jeff, he's opened 12 to 15 businesses. He's a very successful man. If you want to do that, if you want to have this celebrity worship culture, that's all you, man. That's all you. And it's cool. I know a lot of people, and I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it, right? And Jeff is an extremely smart man. I'm going to be honest and say this. What are the chances Jeff knows as much about soccer cards as me or Card Hour or Sports Card UK or people who really grew up knowing soccer? Like, what are really the odds? Like, I want you to be serious. I texted a comeback card investor the other day. I told him Manchester City and Juventus got knocked out of the Champions League. He said, I don't understand half the words you just said. So if he is recommending soccer cards, I mean, you know what I mean? And it's no disrespect to Brad. I love Brad. He really helped me with this whole YouTube thing. Brad is like, I could look up to him. But it's true. If he recommends soccer cards, it's like, what is the validity, right? I saw another YouTuber who has 2,000 subscribers. I'm not going to say who it is. He recommended the top 5. He recommended. I'm actually going to pull it up. Uh-oh. We got some Mr. Controversy in here. Hold on. I'm gonna put it on silent. Just wait that you guys don't hear it. Oh my gosh. You guys might recognize his voice, but again, I love these YouTubers too. I'm not going to say where they're from or anything like that. They are not really into soccer cards. I understand they did it for entertainment purposes and I love that, but they have to realize they're actually a major influence and people will actually buy stuff they say. So blah, 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 soccer cards. I'm not trying to reveal nobody's name, right? I say it because I didn't really like the video, to be honest with you. I thought it wasn't objective. I thought it was vague reasoning. I thought it really didn't have constructive or critical purpose, right? Not purpose. Constructive or critical analysis, and didn't have a value purpose in the video. Uh-oh, I almost revealed his voice. Okay. So he recommends. I'm going to give you the 5 players he recommends. Oh my gosh. Wait, am I just... You guys might be able to find... Obviously, this guy recommends Mbappe, which is a given. Jadon Sancho. And I love these guys. Right? And you guys, Erling Haaland. Marcus Rashford and someone else, right? And maybe Timo Werner, I don't know. But anyway, he recommended everybody who is 25 or younger. But, that is a medium to high risk investment play. He didn't recommend any blue chips. He recommended, Prizm and Optic, which is absolutely fine, but it's just like very popular in of course picks. Like, of course you'd say that. So you guys got to watch out for the celebrity culture and things of this nature. I didn't really call out people, did I? I don't even know. But this is going to be the longest podcast ever. I still want to talk. I still want to talk though. I'm gonna put timestamps. You guys can skip wherever you like. Guys, I'm being serious. I'm being dead serious. I am not doing this at the benefit of myself. I am doing this for the benefit of saving people money. You buy Jadon Sancho, Marcus Rashford, Kylian Mbappe, and Erling Haaland. You're investing in the 21-year-olds and 23-year-olds, right? Mbappe relies heavily on his athleticism, so there is a higher chance he could get injured. Erling Haaland, if he doesn't develop a weak foot or more proper technical skills, he won't make it in the Premier League. Jadon Sancho, he looks like great. He honestly looks very good. But who knows, all right? Marcus Rashford just, I think he has more technical skills than Erling Haaland does. I think just develop more of a weak foot for Marcus Rashford, and he'll be an excellent player. His positioning is fantastic, by the way. Have you guys seen the Manchester United games? Nonetheless, sorry, I am just going off and off and off and off. But look, I'm just telling you guys, be careful who you're listening to. Please don't just only listen to me though. Listen to at least get a bunch of people and then choose like maybe few people who you really like in terms of soccer cards. And if you guys don't choose me for soccer cards or stickers, that's absolutely fine. I don't want you to. Vincent Card Hour is a very good guy. Like I said, Sports Card UK, Flipping Steve, Football Stop, Sonic League Investor. These guys are very good starts. My very own opinion. Okay. And it's just value. If I can set, if you invested $5,000 in those 4 players this YouTuber recommended, there is a chance you will lose quite a bit of that money, because those 4 players are extremely volatile players, have very volatile markets, meaning it changes rapidly. It's very reactionary. So have Erling Haaland go to Liverpool, not score any goals for 3 games. His card price is way down. Then you sell off Erling Haaland's price, not understanding basic investing principles, and a 9-to-5 person just lost $4,000. That's what I'm talking about. You listen to celebrity worship culture, and a 9-to-5 person who really needs to feed their family, who's using credit cards to afford their sports card business, just lost $4,000. He has to pay back that debt, more debt, college debt, automobile debt, mortgage payments, and feed his family. How is he going to do that without investing in any blue chip stocks? How is he going to do that? This is real life. No wonder why I'm talking about it. No wonder why I say celebrity worship culture. Because this is not a game. Dog, if you can't make enough payments, if you are late 3 to 5 times, especially with the current stimulus rules, landlords don't care. They'll kick you out. Next, who's next up for rent? Now, family of 4 who doesn't know how to survive in the streets are now out in the streets. LA, Chicago, New York. Some of the most dangerous places have gotten even worse. Have increased homelessness. Needles in the streets, bro. You gotta watch out for your family. That's first. Feed your family first. Get your savings account. Get $1,000 emergency fund. Get 3 to 6 months living expenses in your savings account. Get Ally Bank 1% interest. Get these things. No wonder why I just said sports card investor, PSA collector, Boris, everybody. No wonder. Y'all think I'm crazy or something? Just because I talk with accent or something? Just because I talk like this? Y'all think I'm crazy? All right, 1 year from now. Watch this video back 1 year from now. I guarantee y'all. It's all fun and games until someone kills himself. It's all fun and games until these snakes on the lake put you out on the streets. It's all fun and games, huh? Sports card industry is all fun and games, man. This celebrity worship culture, y'all gotta watch out. I'm talking about Suarez 2014 World Cup Prizm, Pogba, Hazard, even Thierry Henry and Zinedine Zidane. Yes, commodity market in general is high risk, but these specific players, these blue chip players, have a lot more margin of safety, a lot less risk. That's what you need. You don't need growth potential. You need to feed your families. Y'all, I think God did this for a reason. I think God put me on this for a reason. I thought I was just trying to have fun in this YouTube game. No, I'm trying to save people's lives now. I promise y'all probably won't listen to me. Yeah, 9 to 5 people, you're 38 years old. You have $28,000 in debt, trying to feed your families. Yet you go listen to Comeback Card Investor about soccer cards. again, I'm not trying to knock Brad, but I know more about soccer cards than he does. I'm just saying that through an objective lens. I'm trying to be as objective as possible without any bias interrupting the value I'm trying to give it to you guys. You guys don't realize that I lost $1,500 doing annuity. I'll make a future video about that. You guys don't realize I really lost money. I've really been tight on my budget. I got to pay off college, loan debt. And I will with these sports cards because I have to learn financial education, which is the number one thing for you to survive in the United States of America. By the way, I'm just ranting at this point, man. Man, y'all don't have to watch this video. Y'all don't have to watch this video. If you don't want to. This is real life. This is not a game. This is why I don't love talking on TikTok, because I'm talking 13-year-olds and no. I'm trying to save families. Watch out for vipers. Don't let them indoctrinate. No wonder why I've said that. No wonder why I'm talking about sports card courses. Don't you guys get the picture now? I mean, if you really want to diversify your income, real estate and the stock market is a great way to do it. But stock market first, because that's a much lower barrier to entry. Real estate, you ain't got no money for that. Too. I'm putting this video out too. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. My throat's scratchy. I need water. No, I'm laughing. What the heck am I doing, man? They call me bipolar or something. They call me ADHD or something. Oh, this young 22-year-old guy don't know what he's talking about or something. They act like I haven't drove 50 minutes to college every day. They act like I don't own $15,000 in student loan debt and I actually have a plan to pay it off. Oh, they act like I don't have a way to retire my family. Oh, they act like all these things. They act like I don't know what they're talking about. They trying to put me down. They trying to corporate media put me down. They gonna call me I got a mental problem because I just be talking so fast, but in reality, they can't keep up with what I'm talking about. I'm putting this video out. I'll probably get some people who unsubscribe from me. It's just, they say it's just too much. But in reality, like, really? I mean, I promise you, come back to this video 1 to 2 years from now. Tell me how that $1,000 sports card course went. Tell me how $12, $15 a month went for you. Tell me how that went 2 years from now. This sports card market is going to go up and up and up and up and up. That's all you hear, right? Well, if that's going to happen, the sports card industry is going to crash because in reality, for a market to survive long term, it's going to have to have continuous corrections, like 10%, stuff like that. It's stuff people don't talk about. God has given me access to talk about my truths, my things. God has allowed me to be confident in myself. Jesus Christ, man. That's why I'm going to help y'all out. I'm not telling you what sports cards to buy because ultimately you know yourself so well. Just have self-awareness. If you like football cards, like if you like Drew Brees or something, I don't because of his comments. Let's choose another player. Sorry about that. Peyton Manning. If you want to invest in Peyton Manning, that's a blue chip. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a businessman. Shoot, that's not bad. I mean, that's not bad for real. That's not bad. Right? But all of these people out here, and here's the thing that pisses me off the most. These people with courses, soccer card, at the end they gonna plug their course. They trying to get y'all off desperation because they know 40 million people have to use credit cards to afford these courses because they don't have any money for anything else. But they have to make money somehow. So they're going to spend more. I know it sounds weird, but it's just real life. This is real life, man. This ain't no game. This isn't a video game where you just lose and you get to try again. You have to live with your loss. Although I believe losses can build successes, right? And that's very true, but in terms of you taking your family to homelessness, dog, the part that worries me the most is the kids, not just the family. Your kids. What are you gonna do about that? How are you gonna feed them? Like, dog, like what I'm saying is not a joke. Y'all can say I'm overreacting. I'm not. Yo. Downsize your houses or something. So, like, oh my goodness. People need shelter. Yeah, I mean, you gotta The next step from selling your house is living in an apartment, and once you can't afford that anymore, you got to live in your car. For an 8 and a 13-year-old kid to live in a car with their parents, that's embarrassing is one thing, but it's just the fact that, I mean, it's just not an appropriate living condition. And the fact that that could have been prevented from you not listening to all these snakes on the lake, man. I'm serious, dog. I'm serious. Serious, dog. I can back up my words too. I got a 5-digit sports card portfolio, man. But I'm not trying to prove myself, because God says only you try to be the best yourself you can be. It's God's way. It's not anybody else's way trying to manipulate your vision, right? That's God speaking to me. But celebrity worship culture, man. It's just not only that, it's manipulation. It's what they can do with the power. They can literally use manipulation, use their hyped up profits, which they really didn't make, as a tool mechanism to get you to buy their course and things of this nature, man. This is why I'm not sold on Card Ladder. Although I love their platform, I believe the Hall of Fame score and the other ladder score is a way to manipulate the market, and TJ Warren prices go up and then they buy and sell TJ Warren cards. I'm not saying they do that. I have absolutely no factual evidence they do that. It's pure 100% speculation, but I mean, it's a possibility. Just get that in your brains, man. If you guys watching are like my age and single, just say, God, thank you. Because you're your only responsibility. I don't have a family to feed. I don't know what that's like, but I know kids in the homelessness setting, that's gonna hurt their growth. You know what I'm saying? I was fortunate to live in my house. My parents went bankrupt and things like this, but I was still able to be here with the gracefulness of God. But not everybody gets this shot. Not everybody gets that chance. It's absolutely ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, just wait. Just wait. Brandon, he don't know what he's talking about. Just wait, guys. I've seen it before. I've seen it first person with this online guru type stuff, man. With this Iman Hadzi, whatever his name is. Some dude who's talking about affiliate marketing, stuff like this. Man, you guys just be careful out there. I seriously love these subscribers out here. This is why I'm getting heavily emotional into this rant, right? And was this productive? Not 100%. I completely agree. A lot of this stuff was fluff, but no, there was excellent, valid points. The fact that you could get screwed by these high level of influencers, and they don't care. And here's the thing. They're not going to get arrested, even though it is technically slightly illegal to like recommend cards or manipulate people's behaviors in the sports card courses and things of this nature. It's technically a little bit illegal. But here's the thing, the sports card market is very new, just like rising up again, like only 2 years or 3 years. So it's an unregulated industry, and the SEC doesn't have too much involvement with this industry. Therefore, now is the time where people can say, oh, just, you know what I mean? Oh, just buy my course, and nobody's going to stop. The FBI is not going to stop you. The FBI and what do you call it? The police and stuff like that, they take care of physical situation. Online presences, you can say F you, kill yourself, and it doesn't matter, because there is not an effective way to police cyberbullying and things of this nature, or cyber manipulation. There's not a way to stop it. So that's why your boy, crazy enough like me, crazy enough to risk it all, put his whole career on the line for the benefit of you guys. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm talking about? Hey, if this YouTube thing don't work out, I'm still gonna have the friends in the hobby and everything like this, and I'm still gonna do my sports cards and have a job and try and believe in God and all. It's still gonna happen. I'm still gonna influence the world in the positive way. It's just what God wants me to do. What does God want me to do? He'll find out for me. He'll help me out. I'm willing to put my entire career on the line just to tell it. This is true. This is true. This is one of the truest podcasts you have watched. In 2020, in terms of sports cards, hands down, right? And you know, there's not really if Jeff wants to recommend buy up Neymar Prizms, you can't stop him. He's too powerful. He's a multi-millionaire. He's got LLCs. If you sue him, it's not under his name. Man, you can't stop that guy. He's gonna try to sue me, but I gotta get some legal advice. Hey, any lawyers out there? Man, this is the truest form of myself in terms of just putting it all out there, bro. That's it. So, man, this has been one heck of an episode, right, guys? Man, I don't care about the YouTube algorithm in this episode. I don't care about nothing, bro. I didn't realize it's gonna be a rant about celebrity worship culture. That's what it is, though. You guys low-key be simping the sports card investor and stuff like that. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing to trust him and follow him. I listen to his videos and I like a lot of his stuff. But he does have the opportunity to manipulate you. Just because of its power. I mean, even me too in the future, I do. So who knows? Maybe I'll start a course. I'll charge $100 for it. I would actually put some value if I did. But you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. Wow, Brandon. I can't believe you did that. You did that. It's not about shock. It's not about controversy. It's not about none of that. It's about telling the truth to the people and being honest and giving them proper value. That's what that is about. And again, like I've said, my friends in the hobby, Brad, comeback card investor, Les, Alex, Boris, okay, Matt, Jeff, these guys, I don't really know Jeff as much. I was not trying to, what do you call it? Hinder your name. I am not trying to lower your level of popularity. As a matter of fact, I want you guys to reach 100 and 200 and a million subscribers. That way, a lot more audiences on the sports cards, and they realize I'm a good soccer card YouTuber, and then they push me up. See what I'm saying? It's a mutual benefit. Boris, Les, Alex, and everybody else. I'm not trying to knock you guys' name. What I'm trying to say is the celebrity worship culture. Whatever you guys recommend, it's gonna be gold. For the immediate term, and the long term is probably not going to be gold. I mean, I just talked in circles and reiterated my points for 30 minutes straight, but it is very important to emphasize manipulation. But the sports card community is extremely positive, really, guys. I'll tell y'all to your face. I don't agree with the sports card investor soccer card videos. I thought, why would he just recommend Zlatan Prizm and 2014 World Cup Prizm without any sort of major specific explanation? I really don't know. So that video I don't agree with, but most other videos I am cool with. 90% of videos by all these big YouTubers and even smaller ones I'm cool with, and the community is so positive and it's so nice and happy. It really is, guys. Really realize these people are telling the truth, right? Really realize these people are, trying to do good things and give value. In the TikTok community is incredible as well. But it's just that 10%, that 5%, they speak the loudest, they speak the heaviest, they speak the buy my course, they speak all that. Oh, I'm gonna be loud with you guys. I just got out this Kanye service. I'm gonna be yelling. I'm gonna be screaming this positivity, this truthfulness to come out. So I think I can. My voice can fight with these negative voice. Negative is they're so loud. Oh, I'll be loud with you guys. I'm fighting fire on fire this time, baby. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this episode. If you thought it was too long, too much rant, too much natural. If you want more structure in the podcast, let me know. Let me know any comments or any questions for future podcasts. I'd be happy to just answer them. Unless it's every single time, what player do you recommend? I'm not doing that. If you have specific strategy questions, how do I buy sports cards on eBay? I'll be happy to answer all those. Okay. And, TikTok and Instagram, you guys know where to follow me at the Brandon Chung, all lowercase. You can find more videos on there. I don't rant like that on those channels, but and YouTube updates and everything like that. Thank God for this beautiful day. Thank God for this life. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to me and really enjoying this content. I really do appreciate you guys. I really appreciate everything out here. I thank you so much for my mom and my dad, man. They have really supported me throughout this journey and really helped me out. And many times they said they're proud of me. And even an Asian mom, right? Like, she would just want me usually to go to college and stuff like this, and that's it. But she really supports my journey and realized I'm going to be successful in the long term and able to retire my family with $10+ million, which is one of my visions in life. But yep. So let me know your vision in life. Let me know what's going on in your world, the positive and whatever. Guys, be happy, be positive, stay safe. Realize not everything is bad in this world, but the bad stuff that really hurts the hobby, that brings down people, I have to bring that stuff up. Okay. And so, yeah, man, it's been your boy, Brandon Chung. Okay. Until next time. Yo. Oh, sheesh. Woo. What a podcast.